Alrighty. Hello, fellas. It's about time to get to the point where we're going to do our rookie draft here soon, so I figure it'd probably be a good time to kind of get on the same page about some topics. Got them on my phone here. You've already seen the text version of this, the short and sweet version, but this is going to be more like actually explaining why I think this is what should happen and just all the things that are going to be happening, getting on the same page and whatnot. So, the first thing is for the actual draft. We're going to do the draft on Discord this year. We're going to do it online. Last year we got really, really lucky being able to do it all together, but I just don't think that's going to be able to happen this year, so we're just going to plan for it to be on Discord. I feel like that'll be even better potentially because then we'll be able to directly message each other if we have trades. Like while the 10 minutes are ticking, we can be separately messaging each other about any trades that we might have to offer or not. I figure we'll probably do that on like a Sunday because they probably are the least busy day for everyone, I imagine. Probably everyone's going to be doing their thing on Friday, Saturday, so I feel like Sunday would probably be a good day for it. And then actually getting to the 5 things to discuss here. The first one is gonna happen. This isn't like I'm asking. This is gonna be a switch to no more last place punishment, and instead we're gonna put the last 4 people, the people who didn't make the playoffs, their picks are just going into a lottery pool, and we're gonna draw out of a hat to see who gets number 1, 2, 3, 4. That way, there's no you can't tank. Tanking is just not gonna happen, and it makes like the poop bowl that we have, like the toilet bowl, makes it a little bit more meaningful because like once you don't make the playoffs the way it is currently, it's just like who gives a shit, and it's almost like might as well get the last pick, right? So I'm just gonna put it that way, so that way you are actually still trying not to be the last place person because you have an equal chance, even if you are the best of the people who didn't make the playoffs. You know, you can still have that for your own your pride or whatever, but you'll still have the equal chance to get the number 1. So I feel like that'll be a good way to go about it. So we're gonna do lottery now. How we're gonna go about the lottery is something that we can discuss. I'm probably just gonna put names in a hat or some shit, the classic, and just draw it out, draw the pick out, and just do it out of that way. Nice and easy. Everyone gets the same chance. Or we could make it super complicated and do percentages, but honestly, I don't really want to do that. So unless you guys actually want to do that, we'll figure it out. Otherwise, we're just gonna draw names out of a hat to figure out who gets the first pick, and second, and third, and fourth. Obviously, this year, there's a lot of picks that have already been traded, so that'll be interesting. The second thing I want to talk about, this is actually, I'm going to need to hear what you guys think about this one. I want to add divisions into the league, because I feel like it would be more fun and more interesting and more competitive naturally if we add that sort of rivalry in. Because right now it's just like the pool of 12, and every single week it's like, yeah, I'm trying to win this week, like every other week. But then adding in divisions, they'd be like, oh shit, I'm going up against a division rival. I have to win this game. This game is like important. This week matters a lot. And I think that'll kind of, I don't know, just help build some of the competitive spirit in the league and whatnot. That way it would also be, so it's going to be, or it would be, 3 teams per division, 4 divisions total. The last place person in each division is not going to make the playoffs. So I have written up some divisions already that we can look at. I think that the divisions that I have written up would be very competitive, and also we'd have a lot of fun doing those divisions, but you guys can let me know. Here, these are the ones that I have currently drawn up. I feel like this would be pretty fair, pretty even, pretty fun, and I feel like it would get the rivalries rolling a bit more, talk some more trash and everything like that. So we can talk about that one, see what we think. I'll get those off the screen for you. Alright. The third thing is just reseeding for the playoffs. So it's basically exactly just how the NFL does it. How it would be, so like if you are the 1 seed, I want to make it so the seeding actually matters, because right now it does not at all. So if you have the 1 seed, you should theoretically have the easiest schedule to make it to the championship, because that's what you deserve. You were the 1 seed. Congratulations. So it should be 1 seed plays 8 seed, and then in the next phase, 1 seed plays whoever is the lowest seed to make it through from the first phase, and then obviously after that it's just championship. So that's how, that's obviously such a small change, but it's just like a little quality of life, make it a little bit more like the NFL, so it feels a little bit better. The third thing, I already did three. The fourth thing is just a little bit of a quality of life change. I'm going to remove 3 roster spots and add 2 injured reserve spots, and I'm going to expand the injured reserve spots to allow you to put in players who are out or suspended, type shit like that. So Calvin Ridley, Shark, I'm not going to make him take a roster spot for a full year. That's just kind of unfortunate. But the reason I want to do this is because some teams, like mine specifically, my entire bench is basically just filled with guys I can plug and play, and there's no one on the waiver wire. And some people's rosters do not have a single backup to put in. And so I'm just trying to close that gap and also make the waiver wire and free agency actually matter, because last year I think there was like maybe less than 20 pickups all year, which is pretty abysmal. But that's my bad. That's the way that I drew up the league. And so we're just going to kind of adjust to try to make free agency more of a thing this year. And then that moves us right into the next one, which is the topic of the free agency. And this, I just wanted to explain it a little bit more. So how I have this envisioned is we're going to have 2 different sets of waiver periods. We're going to have the off-season period, which is going to start after we draft. I'm going to give us all like a week or so, after we draft. We'll talk about the exact date, but I'm going to open up free agency after the draft for everyone to get their 100 fab dollars. And then from there, we're going to just blow all of it. Whatever you need, use it, because once the season starts, week 1, kickoff on Thursday, everyone gets another $100. Well, they reset it to $100, so we're not going to get 100 extra to keep on, but it'll just be back to 100. So you get 100 for the off season. So like all these guys that have been moving teams and stuff, we haven't been able to pick up because I have it locked, because I just feel like right now not everyone's paying attention. So it would just be the couple guys who are really, like me, just absolutely no life in it, keeping up on all the news and everything. It's going to be those few guys that are just getting way ahead. So I'm going to, basically free agency is going to be turned off after the league is over, after the Super Bowl. No more free agency until the draft. Or we can, discuss that, keeping it open for the offseason or starting offseason after Super Bowl. But I feel like starting the offseason waiver wire after our rookie draft is better, just so that way we're all on the same page and we're all like ready to play fantasy football a little bit. So we're gonna try that out, and then I don't know, I just feel like they'd be better, so that way you don't have to plan so far ahead into like, oh man, I want to drop $30 on Marcus Mariota because he's now supposed to be the starting quarterback of a franchise. I don't have to worry about how that $30 is going to affect me come middle of the season when I have 6 guys injured and I'm desperate for a wide receiver or something. So we're just going to have 1 set for off season and 1 set for in season. And that is basically it. I feel like I rambled on so hard. I'm sorry if you stuck through this. I appreciate it. Appreciate you very much. And let me know if you guys have any questions or concerns. If you don't like something that I've brought up, or if you're just all gung-ho about it and just ready to roll for the next season, let's go, let's get it. And then that's basically all I have to say. So, yeah. Have a good day, fellas.